Shannon, and this is my 2017 Toyota Sienna that I've named Tilly. And this is the van I've been camping in for the last 3 weeks. And I've learned a lot. Mostly I brought way too much stuff. So I could survive if there was an apocalypse, but I only need to be able to function. So this is my bed. It's a cot. The frame bought on Amazon. It's low profile. And then I have about a 5 or 6 inch mattress there. It's pretty good. It's pretty comfortable. And this is the cot. And I like that the legs, there's 3 sets of them, or maybe 4, so that there's space between them to put things.
Right, not those that have extra braces.
Right, no extra braces. That's the potty that serves as a table. It's the collapsible type. I felt like when I get back and I'm no longer in camping mode, I can just push it down and store it away. I'll take the bed out once I get back home and put my seats back in. Yes, that's the WeatherTech Reflectex covers, and they work out well. That's where they live when I'm driving. And one thing I've learned, you have 2 setups. You have driving setup and you have sleeping living setup. This is sleeping living. Pretty soon I'll convert it to driving, and I'll have to take down everything that can go flying and sit it on the bed or in the floor. I also have this little pull down lantern that is offers a lot of light. And I have hooks and I hang my hats.
We do have a road out here, so you'll hear some background noise. We can't help that. We got to do it now.
If we wait till 11, we'll have the train. What I did was I put a couple yoga mats and some pool noodles and some cardboard to kind of help
cover up the gears and
to help that. It's still a little unlevel, but it's much easier to walk on. When I first got it, I was going from a Honda CRV to this, and I felt like this was a spaceship, and I was just like, it was too big. But I have come to be more comfortable with it, and I actually like it a lot. And the gas mileage is pretty good. It averages around 25. I've got my best at 29 something, and
all the seats are down.
The back ones are stowed, and the 2 middle ones are residing at my house. I like this low bed because I have plenty of headspace.
Right.
I bought this shelf unit. I liked it open so I could access inside or outside, but this end is starting to come apart and I can't keep it together. I want to get a more stable shelving unit. My collapsible sink.
That can also be used as a cutting board.
A collapsible bucket, and like I say, I'm prepared for the apocalypse. And I bought my butterfly plate at the Dollar Tree.
Oh, how sweet.
Yes. The one thing that I have gotten a lot of use out of is my electric kettle. I love this.
If you'll send me the link, we'll put a link in below for all the products.
I would say it takes about maybe 3 to 5 minutes max to go to boiling. And I just plug it in to my battery power station, which usually sits right there, but it's the EcoFlow River 2, and I can make my coffee and keep my coffee in here. I use my coffee black, so I don't have to worry about carrying the creamer or sugar. I mostly buy food out. I've found that I didn't have any refrigeration except for an ice chest that's not very heat friendly. The ice melts quickly, but I do that, keep a couple water bottles in there, but mostly I'll go to Walmart and purchase it right out of the deli, something to eat for that day, maybe the next day, or enjoy a nice quick and easy restaurant meal, which has been nice. Part of the experience is getting to just not work all the time on camping and stuff, but I've loved this so far.
How long has it been?
About 3 weeks on the road now.
And you hadn't really camped much before that?
No. Newbie. I've learned a lot. I will not bring half the stuff I brought the next time I get to do this. Yes, I'm very part-time. I do have, fortunate to have some time off in the summer. That's more than a lot of people get. And so that's when I will do it. But I brought way more clothes. I was prepared for hot and cold weather. There were some cold mornings, but all you need is the one sweater. And if you're just part-time like me, pick the clothes for the season and bring us one sweater if it's summer. You don't need the flannel shirts and all that. I say under here, I do have my bathing suit under here. Have not used it.
So your clothes are all under there?
No, my clothes are mainly in a duffel like this, and I have a second duffel. So this duffel and the second duffel. And I put them in, I have a few packing cubes, and that's been helpful to kind of keep things organized. It's, I don't remember.
And that's handy too.
Yeah.
I'm sure, because you can set things on the bed and...
It's made a nice stable shelf. I borrowed it from my house, and it's round. It's just about the right size to sit here. I sit there when I make my hot coffee and the water in the kettle. So it's stable, and you know, I keep reminding myself, be careful and don't let any of that boiling water tip over on you. The potty is this collapsible type, and that's I liked about it because it'll collapse down to here. I usually mainly use public restrooms. I try not to use it unless I just have to. My power station, I mentioned, is the EcoFlow. It usually sits right here, charges very quickly as I drive. I do not use solar panels. And then I also have a couple of other electric things, like this little mini electric skillet. And that does a lot of things. Last night I heated up a can of baked beans to go with the sandwich I'd purchased at Walmart. One time I made a pancake in this one time. So it has multi-purpose. This is something I would recommend for anybody in the heat. And I got this off of another channel, but you wet it, it stays cool for a long time. You just put it behind your neck.
Oh yeah, well, why don't you just wear it now?
Yeah, I think I will.
Cooling, iCOOL towel. So we'll have a link for that too.
Yeah. The Best Buys, the EcoFlow power station.
And again, how many watts is that?
800. So the two most important things for me were the power station and the bed. Would have been nice to have had refrigeration, but I would have to figure out where I would keep it, where it would live, because I am, like I say, I brought too much stuff, and so it's stacked up in here. This is my huge tent. I like it. I've only put it up the one time, but it goes up. One person can easily put it up in 5 minutes. There's no poles to put together. It's just already, you just kind of pull
lift it. Nice.
I keep my chargers in this bag so I can find them.
This is like a trunk organizer.
Trunk organizer, that's what you call it. It's got my laptop in here, papers that I might need, folders. I'm keeping my receipts in this nifty little thing. My laundry, my dirty clothes, my laundry stuff. And just things I might need to grab that I didn't want to just store away. I have a few things over there, that my shower bag, and another USB fan that I will take in. And this shelf here that you just gave me, I'll have to find a home for it.
Yeah, that might help.
It will. Folding table. And here's the back panel, whether I'll keep that one here.
Oh, that's nice and neat looking.
Yeah, in theory it works real well. But as you can see, this end has started to collapse, and it makes it hard then to pull the baskets out because the weight's down on it. Yeah, I've got like some, plastic wrap, still unopened. I've started sticking books and stuff I purchased in between there.
That's nice.
And then let's see, some more, my butterfly bowl.
Oh.
Some more pans and stuff. Here's a strainer. Have not used it. So my advice is decide which way you want to camp. Do you want to get set up and really, make a home and get out and camp, or do you want to just travel, with
very different, aren't they?
They're very different. Very different. So decide which way you want to primarily camp, and then pack for that. And the way I primarily wanted to camp was mainly to just kind of keep moving slowly and see the sights, and not really just, set up a long-term camp.
Right.
This is my junk drawer. Whoops. kind of where I'd put things. Well, somehow the English muffins came to live there, and the peanut butter. But, you know, clothespins that I may or may not need, a pair of scissors, Swiss ties, some heavy-duty gloves.
I see you have some butane here that's nicely packed.
Well, and
that's nice and safe. They are supposed to be upright.
Okay. I do have a 1-burner propane stove I used one time in Michigan. See how that's come loose?
Yeah, you're going to need something different.
I need something heavier duty. The stove might be over here, actually.
Yeah,
I used it one time.
It's perfect.
Yeah, for me, it's been more about without refrigeration and not wanting to stay any one place too long. It's more about convenience foods, and that works on a short-term basis. If you're long-term, you need better nutrition probably. But yeah,
that's great.
But I've really enjoyed it. I watched videos for at least a year, dreamed of doing it, got scared, had to convince myself I could do it, and that first night in the first Cracker Barrel went wonderfully, and I was hooked. I would definitely have enjoyed it. The number one thing I think I heard over and over, and it's true, just watch the videos. Watch different types of videos, and you'll pick something from each video that resonates with you, and then just try to pull it together and make it happen.
But this little campground's been nice, hasn't it?
It has. It's offered, you know, the power, the electricity if you needed to power your station or more, and a decent bathroom shower facility.
Yeah, it's got water and electric and showers and laundry.
Yeah, it's all clean.
Mm-hmm. It's a family mom and pop operation.
Yeah.
And what we're using it for, it's been hot during the day a little bit, not as bad as some other places, but we didn't want to stay here, so and there's so much to see here in Rapid City.
Right, it made a nice home base because you could go a little south and you're at Mount Rushmore, a little north you're at Deadwood. Spearfish Canyon was beautiful yesterday. So yeah, it's been a good home base.
This is 2024, and we were able to get 2 minivan campers on 2 different sites. There are 4 of us. We got a weekly rate, and that's me there and then Ramona there behind me. We got a weekly rate of $210, so we split it $110 each for a whole week, with power and water and nice showers and laundry, and a very friendly, really nice people here.
Yeah.
This is another option. Most of the time I don't pay for campgrounds, but this is very cheap when you're sharing it, so it makes it nice to travel.
And sometimes, like, you do find that you need just to pause for a little bit, clean up your van, everything out, get it back organized, because it does get a little in disarray. I have tweaked it just as I go, and things are working better for me, but I still have to find some things. It's like I need to know where things are. It's like I thought I put it in a spot that made sense to me at the time, but when you're really applying it, no, it didn't make sense to put it there.
You always find something to tweak.
Right.
And it's okay. This is our little playhouse. We can change our little playhouse around anytime we want. And that's, I think, is the advantage of a no-build, don't you?
Oh, yes, absolutely. Because, especially for me, but I mean, even for full-timers, I mean, I would not even want to do a build, because I want to put it back into daily mode.
Very good.
Yeah.
Well, this has been fun camping and traveling with you off and on, and I know we'll do it again.
Yes, watch your YouTube channel. You see back in the past the different meetups and the different things you all have done together, and it gives you a lot of great ideas on places just to visit too. Actually,
watching the van tours gives you an idea of the kind of people that are on the road, and it's very encouraging, don't you think?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, wonderful people that we've met.
Wonderful, and competent women. So
yeah, strong and generous, and it's really wonderful people out on the road, especially in the butterfly tribe.
Yes.
So what do you do on a rainy day?
On a rainy day, I watch YouTube.
Me too.
And So I can just prop up here and put this here.
Just be comfy.